What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Um, this episode of Days, this episode was pretty funny though. I ain't gonna lie. Um, Victor, Victor has no chill button. I'm gonna say that right now. Victor Kiriakis has zero chill. Jennifer came up in there accusing him and Eve of setting Teresa up with the drugs and planting the drugs in JJ's apartment, which got him in trouble. And Jennifer was pissed, and I don't blame her. Like, she was pissed. Um, Victor straight up admitted it. He was like, "Hell yeah, we planted the drugs," and he didn't give no fucks. He was like, "Yep, we planted them." He did not care. Jennifer sitting here talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the police." Did you record the conversation? Because if you didn't record that conversation, it ain't gonna hold a grain of salt. So it don't even, it ain't gonna hold up. So unless you recorded it, you got nothing. Just because what you gonna do? Go to the police department and tell Hope, "Oh, Victor confessed to planting the drugs." What proof do you have? You have zero proof of that confession. He could deny the whole thing. Unless you have proof, he could straight up deny the entire conversation. He could say that whole conversation never even took place. Victor ain't give a fuck. Um, Eve was basically trying to, tell Jennifer why she did what she did, why her and Victor teamed up. I was pissed at Victor a little bit because I'm like, first you were Team Teresa, and then once the custody situation happened, you partnered up with Eve now, another person who you hate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand his motives behind it because he wanted to make sure that Brady won and got full custody. I get it. His heart was in the right place, but it backfired. Majorly backfired. Um, Eve, there was no excuse for her. Like, she's sitting there talking about, oh, she tried to call it off. Eve, shut up. Eve should have just minded her business, just like Victor. Y'all should have stayed out of it. Let the lawyers handle it. Let Brady handle it. Y'all chose to interfere in something that really didn't concern you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it concerns you, but it don't. If you get what I'm saying. Like, you're not the parent. Yeah, you're the aunt, but you should have stayed neutral in this whole thing. Like, I understand her and Teresa got their issues, but at the same time, that's your sister. You know what I'm saying? She should have just backed the hell off and minded her business. So now she gonna sit there and try to threaten Jennifer, talking about some. She'll tell, if because Jennifer wanted Eve to tell Brady the truth about the drugs, but Eve said that if she told Brady the truth, then she's gonna tell Eric the truth about Nicole, because Eric doesn't know that Nicole was the one who killed Deimos, and Brady is the one who blackmailed Nicole out of town. So he's the whole reason why she's not even in Salem anymore. Um, and it's kind of funny because I'm like, Eric and Brady just made up. They forgiven each other for everything that happened last year. Um, they finally forgave each other, and I'm like, all of that to me is gonna be for nothing, because once Eric finds out the truth, and I think Brady seems like he's about to tell him the truth. I don't think he probably will. Somebody probably gonna interrupt, but he seemed like he wants to tell Eric the truth about Nicole killing Deimos and him blackmailing her. It seems like he wants to tell the truth, but if the truth comes out, it's just gonna ruin their relationship, and they just forgave each other. You know what I mean? Like, they just forgave each other because, Marlena and John are getting married again, so they didn't want no tension at the wedding between them. So they just wanted to finally iron out their issues, which was a good scene, to see them get all choked up and start hugging, saying that they miss each other. But it's all going to be for naught, sadly. I'm like, damn, y'all did all that crying and choking up and talking about, I forgive you, I forgive you, I miss you too, all for the truth to come out and for y'all to be upset with each other all over again. Wow. I was like, damn, like, just all this brotherly love, and it's about to go poof, up in smoke. Maggie, I get where Maggie was coming from. I kind of agree with Maggie. Had Victor not interfered, Brady and Teresa would have had joint custody. Had he not tried to play God and plant those drugs. Um, I agree with Maggie on that one. But what pisses me off about Maggie is the fact that she know what type of dude she married. She know how Victor is. She know he's ruthless. He's conniving. He's all of these things. She knows that. And yet you married him and you've been married to him for the last, what, 7 years? So why do you get mad every time he pulls some type of shenanigan and you get mad at him? What's the point? You're not going to leave him. So what's the point of constantly getting mad? Like, you know what type of dude he is. And you married him anyway. So it's like, I don't feel no sympathy for Maggie. She gets mad at Victor every time he does something. She gets mad. And Victor has actually mellowed out over the years. Like, he was way more ruthless years ago. But ever since he married Maggie, he mellowed out. You know, he's still got those ruthless tendencies, but he's not as ruthless and conniving and evil as he was years ago. You know, he's somewhat mellowed. But, you know, that ruthlessness in him will probably never go away, as it shouldn't, because that's what makes Victor Victor. You know what I mean? Take that away, and it's like, you know, you got a shell of what Victor used to be. Victor, though, I'm going to tell you right now, that's only one part of the battle, because I'm pretty sure Brady, when Brady finds out the truth, I'm pretty sure he's gonna unload on Victor too, because he's gonna be pissed at Victor just like Maggie is, and I'm pretty sure Maggie gonna tell, you know, Brady already suspects it. You know, they just don't got proof. But Victor basically he told Maggie the truth. He admitted it to her. Victor is gonna have to work hard to get back in Maggie's good graces. Basically, he's gonna have to work extremely hard. Um, but she gets mad at him like every other month, because Victor always doing some shady shit. So Maggie always gonna be pissed. It is what it is. Um, Eli and Lonnie. It looked like to me like they about to become a couple, because they sitting there, you know, Eli talking about, you know, he started to care more for her and the baby and stuff like that. When he found out she was pregnant, he started to care more. Um, and then he admitted that when they slept together, it wasn't just a hookup. He actually felt like he was making love. So that's an admission that he kind of wants to be with her. That's the way it seems like, and she seemed like she kind of feeling him now and want to be with him. So I'm like, I'm not here for them as a couple. It's something about Lonnie. It's a lot about her I don't like. it's, I can't help it. Lonnie is just not likable to me right about now. I mean, I feel bad for her because she lost the kid, but it's like I'm not really feeling her as a character. I never really felt her as a character. I haven't. I don't know why, but it's a few reasons, but I just can't really put it into words right now. Well, one I can say one thing though, she is a liar, a cheat, manipulative, conniving. She's all those things. I will say that. She's a lot of those things. I really don't see her and Lonnie. I mean, I really don't see Lonnie and Eli being together. If they do get together, I don't see it lasting. That's just how I feel. But they do want to get back to work though. I can't blame them, because when you go through a tragic loss like that, you need something to like take your mind off the loss. You know what I'm saying? So her going back to work is not really surprising. Um, they want in on this case, on that arson case, when the cabin burned down and stuff, because they want to prove that Ben was the one who did it. Because Rafe and Hope are going to need their help to prove it. I can understand, even though I'm not a big fan of Rafe and Hope, I can understand why they don't want Sierra with Ben. I definitely get it. I mean, dude is a serial killer, convicted serial killer with mental health issues. I could definitely understand why. I mean, shit. If it was me, I mean, who would want their daughter with a person like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, serial killer, mental health problems. That doesn't sound like a winner in my book. I'm just saying. But but I do kind of like Sierra with Ben though, because they look good together. If he wasn't so crazy and a serial killer, they both look good together. But you know, the chemistry is there. To me, the chemistry is there. Just my opinion. Um, but I'm like, how the hell are they gonna redeem him though? That's the big question. Like, how? How do you redeem a serial killer with mental health problems? It's like how? Unless you just bring back everybody he killed. That's the only way I think that you could kind of redeem him. But I don't see that happening. I don't see them bringing back Paige. I don't see them bringing back Sierra. I mean, Serena. I don't see them bringing any of those people back. So it's like, how do you fix him? So that way he could be on the canvas longevity. Clear knocked the shit out of him with that frying pan. And even though Clear annoys me, because trust me, Clear does get on my nerves, I don't blame Clear though for being scared and nervous about being around Ben or having Ben in their apartment. I don't blame her. Dude is a fucking serial killer. You ought to be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in that town is like ready to get him out of town. Um, but Sierra is like literally the only one on his side. He ain't got no place to go, so of course she probably gonna let him stay at the loft. And of course, Claire ran to Hope and Rafe to tell them where Ben was. This whole thing is a hot mess. Like, I really want to see how the writers are just gonna scramble out of this one. Like, that's gonna be the interesting part, to see how they write Ben, because that's what I want to see. Like, how are you gonna warm him up to the fan? I think a lot of fans actually do like the Ben character, but at the same time, they're just like me. A lot of them want to know, like, how do you come back from being a serial killer with mental health problems? Like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you write them out of that corner? That's the big question. But anyway, this was a pretty cool episode though. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I'll see y'all all later. Peace.